All right, so Craze. I'm not really sure what to say about this stuff other than it's been particularly like life-changing for me. It's supposed to be a performance fuel, like pre-workout supplement, but it could be used for like a whole bunch of different stuff. For example, I'm a single parent of two kids, like two little kids. Like I got a 19-month-old baby and then a 4-year-old, two little girls. This stuff gives me the energy that like I need to get the day started and to keep things rolling smoothly. Because I mean, as you could imagine, taking care of two little kids is no walk in the park, and caffeine just was not cutting it anymore. Like this stuff, caffeine is not one of the primary ingredients. Of course, it does have caffeine in it. It's got a whole bunch of other stuff. Like I'm just gonna read off the ingredients: vitamin C, N,N-dimethyl B phenylethylamine, and N,N-diethyl B pheneth. All right, this one's hard. Deep breath. N,N-diethyl B phenylethylamine. B phenylethylamine, hydrochloride, citramine, citrus reticula extract, fruit, concentrated for N-methyltriamine content, and lastly, caffeine anhydrous. What does that all mean? I don't know, but you put it all together and it makes one badass performance fuel product. And there's no calm down. Like I've tried things like Jacked. Some people call it Jack 3D. I say it's just called Jacked because it's geek speak, you know. But the backwards E is a 3. Well, anyway, this stuff really pushes you beyond your limits, and it mostly lasts for maybe like 2 hours. I guess it could last. I mean, it's got like residual effects throughout the day where you'll be a little bit more energetic, and it actually kind of gives you just like a general good feeling, and you attribute that to the PEA, which is like phenylethylamine. Phenylethylamine. That's just a guess, but I mean, it's not really a guess. It's kind of an educated guess, but based on everything else I just read, it sounds right, right? Phenylethylamine. Everything on here says phenylethylamine. But anyway, PEA, the difficulty is getting it to cross the blood-brain barrier, and it's like, I mean, without metabolizing and being something else, I guess. But if you can get that ingredient into the brain, it's supposed to be the cause for those feel-good endorphins you get after like a jog. And I know, like, so like whenever you go running for like 3 miles and you're done, you feel good for the rest of the day, right? Well, that's kind of like what this stuff does to you. It just makes you feel in general pretty good. You have really good energy. You will hit those extra reps. For me, I get up in the morning, usually it's like I'm dragging. I don't want to get the kids out of bed. I want to let them sleep so I can take it easy. But I know in order to get to work on time, for the kids to have a good morning and eat a great breakfast, I have to get them up. So I'll pop up out of bed, I'll grab myself a glass of Craze, and then give it it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to get you going. And then you'll be in gear and ready to go. So I go and I get my kids up, I make their breakfast, they eat, I give them a bath, then so on and so forth. This stuff is a lifesaver for me. You could also use it for like studying. Your mind, you stay pretty focused. And I have a problem with, I'm not going to say I'm ADD or ADHD or whatever, but I tend to bounce from subject to subject. When I'm thinking, I have tangent thoughts, I go in many different directions, but this stuff tends to focus you, like I guess they call it tunnel vision, on what it is that you're doing, on the task at hand. So I have absolutely no complaints. The stuff, I think it tastes great. It has really potent effects. And so what I'll do, because like it doesn't, otherwise it only lasts for like 2 hours. Sometimes I'll just mix the maximum dose of, I think it's 2 scoops. I hope it's 2 scoops because that's what I've been doing. Yeah, maximum dose 2 scoops. Sometimes I'll put it in a big jug of like water, and then I'll just sip on it throughout the day. That way it's more of a sustained kind of thing. I don't know if there's some sort of like stability thing about having it in liquid form for that long, but I haven't had any problems. It seems to work out okay for me. The cool thing about it is that the caffeine is one of the least one of the lesser ingredients. It's not, you don't have a whole bunch of caffeine in there, so you don't suffer from caffeine dependence or the notable come down from caffeine, because caffeine, it gets your cortisol pumping. It gets those stress hormones firing, and yeah, you'll move quick and you'll move fast, but once it's done, then you'll be crashing pretty hard. I mean, it sets your mind on fire. So that's the cool thing about Craze, is that you don't need the caffeine. They somehow get you all that hype you need without caffeine, which is, I'm sure, the primary ingredient in most of those other pre-workout supplements you could try. Many of you would probably be wondering, am I taking Craze at this moment? No, right now I'm just home from work, the kids are in bed, I feel great. So I figured I'd just make a YouTube review about something that I love. And I'm on my second tub now, still no complaints, everything's awesome, none of my hair's falling out on account of Craze. I just feel freaking good. Like I said, I've tried Jack, 3D Jacked, and I thought this stuff was good, but I started to have like a little bit of a come down. And what this come down consisted of for Jack was like adrenal burnout. After you come off of it, you're just so bland and just kind of like nothing matters or feels good. I just exist for no reason at all. That's the feeling whenever you've had a day after Jack. And I guess maybe if that's at the maximum dose. If you have lesser amounts, it doesn't really do that. But I got up to the point where I was taking, I think it was the full 3 scoops. And yeah, that just didn't work out after a while. Anyway, my name's Paul's to the Wall, and that's pretty much all I've got for this YouTube segment.